Welcome to my channel. My name is Facundo Nia and I hope you're doing fine. I just finished watching Predator Badlands.
The ways of your kind are ones of violence.
Badlands, and wow, this one feels totally different, and it's the first PG-13 Predator movie ever, and somehow it still kicks ass and it still kicks very hard. It's very good. So let's dig in. Predator Badlands is very good. It reminds me of Star Wars or Guardians of the Galaxy, but without the dancing. This movie, it's very Disney, but in a very good way. I love Prey. Predator Badlands has the same director as Prey, and I really love Prey. Prey is really good, and it's one of my favorite Predator movies, or maybe it's the best, but this one is the whole new thing. It's more about the Yautja, and this time we follow the Yautja as the main character instead of the boogeyman who's chasing you and wants to kill you.
Up against the ultimate enemy.
Holy Mother of God.
Nothing like it has ever been on Earth before.
She says the jungle just came alive and took him.
We cannot see it.
And this movie has amazing world building, and that's something I really like because I read many of the Predator books and I've seen all the movies, and I love the Yautja lore. The movie's budget was around $100 million, but it looks much more expensive than that because it looks very amazing with all the trees that try to kill you and the razor sharp grass, and everything looks very neat and very cool. And the Predator's mandibles, like practical effects with CGI, everything looks top notch, and I hope the movie's gonna do well. What's the movie about? Okay, Dick is the round of his family. He's the round of the Yautja clan. He wants to prove himself against the Kalisk after his father tried to get him killed. His father thinks that the clan is only as strong as its weakest link, so his father wants him to die. But Dick, he's gonna prove himself, or let's see. So Dick wants to prove himself against the Kalisk. The Kalisk is a creature that even his father is afraid of. This movie is very violent and very bloody, but because it's alien blood and synthetic blood, because this movie is mixed together with the Alien franchise, because Weyland-Yutani is there, a lot of synths, androids going around, and yes, so the movie is very bloody. Because the blood is not human blood, it was easier for them to have a PG-13 rating, and the movie works very well as a family movie. So I hope a lot of people are gonna bring their children and watch this movie because it's very cool. Okay, my favorite Predator movies are actually Prey and Predator 1, and then this one, or maybe it's this one and Predator 1 tied. But the thing is, if you haven't seen any Predator movie before and this is the first Predator movie you're ever gonna see, then you might think that the franchise is totally different than what it is, because this one is more like a cool sci-fi movie with lots of lore and stuff like that, and it's really amazing. And you follow the Yautja. The Yautja is the hero. But if you haven't seen any other ones before, then maybe you're gonna get disappointed when you see the old ones. But even if I've seen all the old ones and read the books, I think this movie is very good. I hope this movie is gonna make more Predator fans so the franchise will keep on. Dick comes to a planet called Genna, and Genna is totally deadly because everything wants to kill you. The trees, they're like, they want to kill you. The grass is razor sharp, and the walls have like bugs who are really out for your blood and want to kill you too. So everything wants to kill you at Genna. But Dick finds Thea, and Thea is she's a very cool synthetic from Weyland-Yutani, and she's like, oh wow, look, a Yautja, I like Yautjas, I never met one before, because Thea, she has an emotion chip that will put data from Star Trek in a yellow spin, because she is very, very cool and full of emotion. And she saves Dick in the beginning. So
this is your first hunt, and you've come to the most dangerous planet in the universe.
okay, why don't we work together? And he's like, no, I don't want to work with you because I'm a Yautja and we only work alone. But, and then he kind of like thinks about his weapons. You are a tool. I'm gonna use you. Yeah, I'm gonna use you as a tool to be able to catch the Kalisk. And the thing is, Thea doesn't have any legs. So he carries her around like Luke Skywalker carries Yoda in his back. Or how Chewbacca carries C-3PO on his back too. After he gets destroyed. Elle Fanning, she has two roles. She plays the nice, emotional, very cool Thea, who's broken because she's literally broken in half, and she plays a more robotical and sinister Tessa, who's more like an evil sister. And I had a blast watching the movie because it's really amazing. It's not like the old ones, like I said before. It's not like the old Predator movies, but it's different, but not so much different from the books maybe. When the movie might be a little bit too cute for some people because there's a cute little creature who's very, very cool, and it might be a little bit Baby Yoda for some people, but it's very, very good. And I think they made the movie for a younger crowd, and I hope they're gonna sell a lot of merch because I think this is one of the biggest idea with this little cute creature. I really want it to be a sequel because the movie is full of lore and it's very, very good. And I love that the Predator was the main character. A lot of people didn't like his design. He looked very different, but in the story there is a reason for it. There's a reason why he doesn't look like the other ones. If you go and watch the movie, you can understand why his design hits different. The thing is, it was the same for me. I thought, he doesn't look like the old one. If you watch the movie, they're gonna explain why. And Thea and Tessa, they were very cool characters, both of them. So this movie is very, very good and I really recommend it. The movie right now has an 87% Rotten Tomatoes score. So I'm not the only one that thinks that the movie is very good. I would love if they kept on doing more Predator movies. And I always dreamt about Predator versus Batman because the comic books are very, very good. If you want to know more about Predator versus Batman or other cool comic books starring the Predators, check out my other video where I talk about the animated Killer of Killers movie. That one is very good and it's made by the same director that made Badlands Prey. I think this director loves Predator because he keeps doing banger after banger. Okay, thanks for watching and I hope you liked it and enjoy it. Tell me down in the comments if you like Predators or maybe you don't like it, but please be nice. While you're down there at the comments, please drop a like. It's gonna help me a lot. And you know what?
Smash that subscribe button!
Why not subscribe? Because if you subscribe, we can hang out with each other even more. And that would be amazing. Okay, tell me down in the comments. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Boom, 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 boom. Pom, pom, pom. Pachom, pachom, pachom. Quédate. Pom, pom.